Respected parents, faculty members, and my dear students, it gives me great joy to share this very special message on this special day when you're celebrating your achievements. The last year has been a very challenging year, a year when catastrophic situations happened, and all of us were left with uncertainties and anxieties. Thankfully, by the grace of God Almighty, 2021 has started as a year of hope, a year of new beginnings, a year with plenty of opportunities. At this juncture, as youngsters, as parents of these youngsters, you might be worried, confused, anxious, and also uncertain about how the future is going to pan out. And I'd like to share some very important insights to prepare our minds and prepare ourselves for this future that is unfolding in front of us. This has been historical. There's never been a situation as threatening and as challenging as the one that occurred last year. But here's the thing. If you look at the history of humanity, every time there's been a catastrophe, a pandemic, a recession, a war, you'd find humanity bouncing back with greater vigor, with greater ingenuity, and with greater wisdom because of all the lessons we have learned. And through the collaborative effort of like-minded people across the world and across communities, we tend to build a better world every time there has been a challenge. And this has been the history of humanity. Now, interestingly, you would also find in these adverse circumstances, individuals, families, communities coming up and really changing the paradigm. Let me share with you a few insights on what you need to prepare for an uncertain world. In the middle of the pandemic last year, the World Economic Forum, which is an intelligence organization that guides economies and countries across the world, analyzed the situation and came with a set of intelligences that they called will be very critical for the next decade and the years to come. And they call these the 6 critical intelligences of the future. The first one was what they call contextual intelligence, the ability to make sense of the world around us and to see sense for what it is and not get swayed by fake news and alternative news. The ability to see the right kind of filters in terms of data and interpret it for what it's worth. And you would realize that there are more opportunities than challenges. Positivity. And I want to share with you 3 quick stories of 3 amazing people who, in spite of all the challenges around, are able to make a difference. My first story is about a little boy called Ryan. Ryan's about 8 to 8.5 years old. And when Ryan was 6 years old, he made $11 million. And when he was 7 years old, he doubled it to make $22 million. Last year, he made $30 million plus dollars, and I'm talking real money. It's not just about making money. It doesn't matter what age you belong to, as long as you have a focus and as long as you have parents who support you. Ryan makes money with playing with toys that any little kid would do. His mom and dad videograph him, and then the videos become viral on YouTube, and there are 1 million plus viewers who watch every single video that Ryan plays. The message is that it doesn't matter how old or how young you are. What matters is what you make out of your life that's given to you on this planet. Excuse me. My second story is about a 3-year-old boy who, during his birthday, was asked by his parents, "What would you like to become, son?" And the little boy, without batting an eyelid, said, "I want to be a mountaineer." His parents were kind of intrigued, but then when they probed him further, he was very particular that he would become a mountaineer. And his parents invested time, effort, resources on training their little child to become a mountaineer. By the age of 13, this little boy, his name is Eric Waynemeyer, developed a gradually deforming eye disease, a progressive declining eye disease. And by the age of 13, he had virtually lost his ability to see. His parents were very concerned, just like Eric, and they asked him, "What would you now like to become now that you've lost your eyesight?" Again, he said, "I want to be a mountaineer." Thankfully, the parents took it serious and invested further on the teenager, Eric Wayne Mayer, to practice mountaineering without his eyesight. The year was 2001, and Eric created history by becoming the first human being in the history of this planet to climb Mount Everest, completely blind and without any external support. And this was in 2001. Fast forward for the last 20 years, Eric has conquered all the tallest peaks and mountains in all the 6 continents. And after conquering all the 6 continents, he is now a world famous kayakist, somebody who rows a kayaking boat on the treacherous mountain rivers. Friends, it doesn't matter as long as you have a powerful dream, just like Eric Wayne Mayer. With or without the sight to fulfill your dream, you can still pursue and still succeed. My last story for you on this beautiful day is about a boy who was born without arms and without legs. His parents were, of course, very disturbed that they had a deformed child. And he, when he was put into school, was the butt of ridicule, persecution, and bullying by his fellow classmates and schoolmates. He was dejected, oppressed, and very depressed. At the age of 88, this little boy virtually questioned God Almighty. Why did you create me like this? Why don't you make me a miracle? Why don't you make arms and legs grow on me? God didn't fulfill that particular prayer. But he reminded this little boy that maybe he was the miracle without his arms and without his legs. On that strange encounter, he also asked God, will I ever get married? Will I ever be able to work? Will I ever be able to earn money? All these were perplexing questions. And today, when you fast forward, many of you may know this person. His name is Nick Vujicic. And Nick today is one of the greatest motivational speakers. He goes all over the world without his arms, without his legs, and goes around giving a message of hope, of love, of compassion, of motivation to people who have everything but still feel rejected and dejected. Today he's married to one of the most beautiful human beings on the planet, not just beautiful on the outside, but beautiful inside as well. He's a proud father of 4 children. And today he runs a motivational company that rakes in millions of dollars every year. But friends, it's not about the money. As of date, Nick Vujicic has touched and transformed 7.8 million lives across the world. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are, what circumstances can turn you into, make you blind about your vision. It doesn't matter whether you're born without arms or legs. What matters is that you were created in this world with a purpose. And if you can understand that and pursue that passion, purpose with passion and perseverance, you will become the person that God Almighty destined you to be. I wish each one of you the very best. And on this beautiful day, I want to wish you good luck and God bless all of you. Thank you.